Hey everyone! Big news for millions of Americans receiving Social Security benefits. The Social Security Administration just announced several major positive changes starting this month that will impact SSI, SSDI, and regular Social Security payments. If you or someone you love depends on these benefits, you absolutely need to know about these updates that could put more money in your pocket and make managing your benefits so much easier. I've been tracking these developments closely, and today I'm breaking down exactly what's changing, when it takes effect, and most importantly, how it affects you. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss crucial updates about your benefits. These changes could mean hundreds of extra dollars for many recipients. So let's get right into it. The first major change coming this month is a significant expansion to the Supplemental Security Income or SSI resource limits. For decades, SSI recipients have been restricted by outdated asset limits that made it nearly impossible to save money without risking their benefits. But finally, after years of advocacy, the SSA is implementing new guidelines that will allow recipients to have more in their savings accounts without jeopardizing their eligibility. Did you know that the previous resource limits were set all the way back in 1989 and never adjusted for inflation? That's over 3 decades of restrictions that didn't keep pace with today's economic reality. The new limits will increase the individual resource limit from $2,000 to $10,000 and the couple's limit from $3,000 to $15,000. This is a monumental change that finally acknowledges the need for financial security among our most vulnerable citizens. What's more, these new limits will be indexed to inflation moving forward, meaning they'll automatically increase over time rather than becoming outdated again. But that's not all. There's also great news regarding the earnings limits for SSDI recipients. The SSA is rolling out a more generous earned income disregard formula that allows beneficiaries to work part-time without facing the dreaded cash cliff where they suddenly lose all benefits. Under the new system, benefits will decrease gradually as earnings increase, creating a much smoother transition to financial independence. Have you ever avoided taking on more work hours because you were afraid of losing your benefits? This change directly addresses that concern. Research has shown that many disability beneficiaries want to work but are trapped by the current all-or-nothing system. The new formula implements a phase-out rate where beneficiaries lose only 50 cents in benefits for each dollar earned above the threshold, rather than losing everything at once. This creates a situation where working more always results in more total income, a true win-win for beneficiaries and taxpayers alike. Another exciting update concerns payment delivery dates. The SSA is streamlining their payment schedule to ensure more consistent and predictable benefit delivery. Many recipients have struggled with the current system where payment dates vary depending on birthdays and other factors. Starting this month, the SSA is implementing a new payment calendar that will make it easier for beneficiaries to plan their monthly expenses. How many times have you had to juggle bills because you weren't certain exactly when your payment would arrive? This new system aims to eliminate that uncertainty. Additionally, those who receive both SSI and SSDI will now get both payments on the same day rather than having to wait for multiple deposits throughout the month, a small change that makes a big difference in financial planning for those living on fixed incomes. The SSA is also launching an enhanced online portal with vastly improved accessibility features. Previously, many beneficiaries, especially those with disabilities, found the online system difficult or impossible to navigate. The new portal incorporates advanced screen reader compatibility, simplified navigation, and the ability to upload documents directly rather than mailing them or visiting an office in person. Have you ever spent hours on hold trying to reach someone at Social Security, or had to arrange transportation to an office just to submit a simple form? These improvements to the digital infrastructure will save beneficiaries countless hours of frustration. The new system also allows for secure messaging directly with caseworkers, providing a written record of all communications, something many advocates have requested for years. For retirees receiving regular Social Security benefits, there's excellent news regarding how cost of living adjustments, COLAs, are calculated. The SSA is adjusting their formula to better reflect the actual expenses faced by seniors and people with disabilities. Did you know that the previous formula used general inflation metrics that didn't accurately capture the higher healthcare and housing costs that disproportionately affect benefit recipients? The new calculation method specifically weighs these factors more heavily, resulting in COLAs that better maintain purchasing power over time. While this won't result in an immediate increase this month, it sets the stage for more accurate and generally higher adjustments moving forward, particularly during periods when healthcare costs rise faster than general inflation. Another significant improvement involves the Ticket to Work program. which is being revamped to provide more substantial employment support for disability beneficiaries. The enhanced program now includes expanded job training options, better coordination with state vocational rehabilitation agencies, and extended Medicare coverage for those transitioning to work. Have you or someone you know wanted to attempt working but worried about losing crucial health coverage? The extended Medicare provision directly addresses this concern by ensuring continuity of care during the transition to employment. The program will now also include specialized support for beneficiaries with mental health conditions and developmental disabilities, groups that have historically been underserved by employment programs. There's also good news regarding the representative payee program. For beneficiaries who need assistance managing their funds, the SSA is implementing stricter oversight measures to prevent fraud and misuse while simultaneously reducing the administrative burden on family members serving as representatives. The new system includes streamlined reporting requirements for family representatives while increasing scrutiny of organizational payees. How would you feel knowing there are now better protections in place for vulnerable beneficiaries? These changes strike an important balance between preventing abuse and making the system workable for those legitimately trying to help their loved ones. For those applying for benefits, the SSA is rolling out an expedited application process for certain conditions and situations. This includes faster processing for terminal illnesses, presumptive disability determinations for obvious conditions, and emergency advance payments for those in dire financial circumstances. If you've ever experienced or witnessed the often lengthy wait for benefit approval, you'll appreciate these changes that prioritize getting help to those who need it most urgently. The new procedures also include improved coordination with healthcare providers to obtain medical evidence more quickly, reducing delays caused by paperwork. I want to remind everyone watching that these changes represent significant improvements to a system that millions of Americans depend on. If you found this information valuable, please hit that subscribe button to stay informed about future updates that might affect your benefits. Leave a comment below if you have questions about how these changes might apply to your specific situation. While I can't address individual cases, I'll try to create future videos addressing common concerns. Remember that exact implementation details may vary slightly depending on your location and specific program participation, so it's always a good idea to verify information through official SSA channels. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with more updates on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI benefits.